Hey, Monique here, or Victoria Monique, or you can call me whatever you want because I'm not my name. I'm a soul having a human experience, and the human goes by a certain name. I want to speak to you about your nervous system and how the nervous system is actually the thing that creates your personal reality, or actually that selects your life experience. Bashar says manifestation is not conjuring up something out of nothing. Manifestation is the process of making the invisible visible, and you do that by selecting your frequency, your state of being, and then you will experience what you experience based on that. Now, this is all untangible, right? You cannot grab your frequency, you cannot locate your frequency. Some say it's your aura field. There are different ideas about it, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is, so what is the physical aspect of this frequency? And that is your nervous system. Your nervous system is the physical thing that determines your vibration, your frequency. Everything, like you have, I think it's the vagus nerve is the main, how do you call it? Like the operant power of the nervous system. You have autonomic and parasympathetic. Or no, wait. Sympathetic and parasympathetic. And ANS is the autonomic nervous system, and I'm way beyond my depth here, so I'm not going to get into what is what. I'm going to treat the nervous system as a whole. And so everything, check this, everything that you think has a corresponding feeling in your nervous system. Everything. Some thoughts you think are pretty intense, and some thoughts you think are easy. You don't really hear or feel them. But everything has a response. When you have been thinking thoughts for a long time, they become a belief. You know this, right? A belief is nothing more than a thought you have thought for such a long time that you don't even question anymore if it is true or not. It's become a belief. And it's the same for your nervous system. So every time you think a thought, you have a reaction in the nervous system. And when you keep thinking the thought over and over and over again, you keep feeling the feeling over and over and over again. And at one point, what is a belief in your mind, subconscious mind, because it's become a habit, it's gone to the subconscious, you don't have to think about it anymore. Your body also has a belief. Your nervous system has a belief. So it is your nervous system, your state of being is the state of your nervous system that creates your life experience. So you can come at physical, like creating your life experience from different avenues. You can start to work on your thoughts and your beliefs, but you can also work directly with your nervous system. Both work, and sometimes it's easier to change thoughts because you are aware. That's like one thing you always have to be, is aware. And the other time it's like, oh my god, I feel my nervous system is so frazzled. You don't even know what you're thinking, you just know that you feel super intense, shit, panicky, whatever. And with that you work with breath, meditation, yoga, running, surfing, whatever floats your boat. Not with food, because a lot of people, and I used to be one of them, use food to create a state change, to create a soothing in their nervous system. And you know, it only gets you like to some point, and at one point, none of your pants fit anymore, and you're drunk as hell, or um, you're high on whatever. And it doesn't really work, does it, long term? It works for a moment, but not long term. So, an addiction is actually saying, I need something outside of myself to handle my nervous system because I can't cope with whatever it is that I'm feeling. Nothing more and nothing less. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just a way that we all have been taught that substances and whatever, like stuff outside of us, can make us feel something inside of us. And it's not. Life is done inside out, not outside in. Um, what else? Yeah, actually, this is it for now. This is this is the nervous system. Um, I'm thinking, yeah, I can share this with you. Seth literally says that your life is created over your nervous system. It jumps into physical reality over your nervous system. And he speaks about how the past and the future are nothing more but pulls, like little signals in your nervous system. And the past has a stronger signal in your nervous system. Everything is now. And the future has a less strong signal in your nervous system. So that's why some people can predict the future. They can sense it in their nervous system. And you might have had a similar experience. I know I did. And so when something is really intense in your nervous system, it just means that you have a strong belief towards that certain thing. It doesn't mean it's true because there is no inherent truth. There is just a memory that keeps popping back into your now moment. Like you, whenever you have a memory, whenever you feel something to be true, memory wise, you're recreating it in the moment. Because when you have an intense, if something intense happens and the nervous system gets like fired in an intense way, then it becomes kind of a set point type thing. And you can change it. Like Neville speaks about how you can change the past through revision. And the only thing that you're doing is actually retraining and reframing your nervous system. You're working actively with that part of the physical body to soothe it, to get the memory out of it, because it's not true. Bashar says this: when you take anything that you take seriously, you harden into fact. So when you're playful with something, reality becomes malleable and changeable. When you're super serious about something, well, have fun, then it's a truth for you. This is it for now. If you have questions, my details are in the comments. Also, it's all about your mind, right? A fit mind creates a beautiful body and an epic life. When you can focus your mind, when you can stay with yourself, when you can stay with your nervous system, stay with what's going on, you don't project stuff, you're just being with it, and you are working through whatever it is that you're working through, and you soothe your nervous system, dude, you're off running. So, if you want to work with me, details are in the description as well. I will see you in the next. Ciao.